Hello, and welcome to an introduction to PhilaVax, the City of Philadelphia's immunization information system. This video will give you a basic overview of what PhilaVax is and how we use it within the Department of Public Health every day, as well as how it's used by healthcare professionals around Philadelphia. This video doesn't cover every function of PhilaVax, but this introduction will help you get a basic understanding of what PhilaVax is and how it's a critical tool for promoting public health. But first, we're going to go over some key terms and then go into more detail about what PhilaVax is and what it can do. So, some key terms used throughout this video. A provider is any person or entity that provides medical care or treatment. More specifically, in the context of PhilaVax, a provider is a healthcare organization that administers immunizations. Providers can range in size from a large hospital network to a small corner pharmacy. An immunization information system, or IIS for short, is a registry or database that keeps track of immunizations given to patients, but we'll go into more detail about what IISs are shortly. PDPH is the Philadelphia Department of Public Health and is a city department that protects and promotes the health of all Philadelphians. And lastly, the Immunization Program, or IMS program for short, is their program within PDPH that promotes public health by averting vaccine preventable diseases and increasing immunization coverage across the city. It is also the program that directly administers PhilaVax. So, what is PhilaVax and why is it so important? PhilaVax is Philadelphia's Immunization Information System, or IIS. You may also hear it referred to as the registry, or even by its old name, Kids Plus IIS. But what exactly is an IIS? An Immunization Information System, IIS, is a confidential, population based, computerized database that records all immunization doses by participating providers to persons residing within a given geographic area. In other words, people receive vaccinations from a variety of different sources. All that information is sent to PhilaVax and stored centrally. PhilaVax then provides this information to the people that need it most: patients, providers, and PDPH staff. Going further, all vaccines that are administered within the city of Philadelphia are reported to and stored digitally within PhilaVax. From childhood vaccinations to an annual flu shot, if an individual receives a vaccine within the city, that information is recorded in their patient record. The patient record is unique to the individual and is comprehensive, spanning their entire lifetime. Every time an individual receives a new immunization, the patient record is updated. This data is stored securely and can be exchanged between healthcare providers and PDPH. The Philadelphia Department of Public Health uses PhilaVax in a variety of different ways, but they all fall under three big categories: informing public health decisions, identifying pockets of need, and serving the public. All the data that's stored in PhilaVax is invaluable for improving public health and shaping public health policy. PhilaVax provides aggregate data on vaccinations for use in disease surveillance and program operations, and in guiding public health action such as improving vaccination rates and reducing vaccine preventable diseases. So, for example, during COVID, the IS provided critical information on how many people got the COVID vaccine. Here on the screen, you can see a map of the COVID vaccine immunizations by zip code, as well as a screenshot of the COVID dashboard, which provided near real time data with data broken down into various demographics like age or gender. All this information was pulled directly from PhilaVax. The data in PhilaVax can also be used in identifying pockets of need. A pocket of need is a population of individuals who are on or under immunized. PhilaVax allows us to identify these populations, guide our outreach initiatives, and measure how effective those initiatives are. Teams across PDPH, like our community based outreach and homeless outreach teams, rely on PhilaVax data to accomplish the goal of reaching out to groups that are most underserved. While individuals themselves can't access PhilaVax, all of their immunization records are stored safely and securely in one place, making it easy and convenient for a person to access their or their dependents' records. It's all stored securely, and with a simple record request, an individual can receive their entire vaccination history. Healthcare providers also rely on PhilaVax every day for several key functions, such as recording patient vaccinations, looking up patient vaccinations, and even managing and ordering vaccine. As stated before, all vaccinations given in Philadelphia must be reported to PhilaVax. Providers can report in a variety of different ways, from paper forms to electronic flat files to near real time digital connections between their systems and PhilaVax, known as HL7. But no matter how providers send in the data, it must be sent in timely and accurately to PhilaVax. Providers also use PhilaVax to look up patient records. Providers can see a patient's entire vaccine history, even if the patient has gotten immunizations at other providers within the city. Healthcare professionals can see what vaccine a patient has received and can use PhilaVax to determine what immunizations the patients may need and not administer any vaccines that the patient has already gotten. PhilaVax can even recommend vaccinations automatically. Lastly, providers enrolled in certain programs, like vaccines for children or vaccines for at risk adults, can order vaccine directly from the Philadelphia Department of Public Health using PhilaVax. Once they receive their vaccines, they can utilize PhilaVax's built in inventory system to track and manage their inventory. Some providers can even report the temperature of their vaccine storage units directly to PhilaVax. These are just a few of the ways that PhilaVax is used across the city to help improve the health of our community. While this video doesn't cover every aspect of PhilaVax, here are some key takeaways. The core function of PhilaVax is to connect people with information. This information is used by PDPH to shape public health policy and our pandemic response. This information supports the city's healthcare providers to provide and promote immunizations, and this information promotes comprehensive vaccine records for every Philadelphian. Thank you for watching this introduction video for PhilaVax.